When you hear about international adoption, you probably think of images like this, or this. Adoption is positioned as giving adopted children a better life and a gateway to more opportunity than they would have in their birthplaces. And for many adoptees, this is true. However, there are many adoptees today who do not have their American citizenship. But how could this be? Aren't kids who are adopted from overseas supposed to become citizens as a part of the adoption process? Well, yes and no. Kids who were adopted internationally did not get citizenship automatically for decades. Whether through negligence or simply not knowing, many adoptive families did not go through the separate process of naturalizing their children. However, the Child Citizenship Act of 2000 gave all adoptees under the age of 18 retroactive citizenship, and made sure automatic citizenship became a part of the adoption process moving forward. While this law addressed the citizenship issue for many adoptees, it had a major loophole. It did not provide citizenship to adoptees born before 1982. So what's the big deal? Most adoptees who do not have their citizenship don't find out until they're adults. Non-citizens cannot be gainfully employed legally, and they can't get driver's licenses, vote, or get passports. It brings their life to a grinding halt. Worst of all, once non-citizens are denied an application to any of these things, they are put on immigration's radar, subjecting them to possible deportation. Yes, deportation. Deportation to a place they may have come from, but a place that isn't home to them. These adoptees have no meaningful family ties, friendships, or connections to gainful employment in their countries of origin. Worst of all, most of them only speak English, making even the most basic everyday tasks a struggle. The true number is unknown because coming forward can make these adoptees vulnerable to deportation. However, it's estimated that upwards of tens of thousands of adoptees do not have citizenship. However, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Through the work of a handful of adoptee advocates, Senator Amy Klobuchar, backed by Senators Jeff Merkley and Dan Coates, introduced the Adoptee Citizenship Act of 2015 back in November. This bill will fix the age loophole created by the CCA back in 2000. It offers retroactive citizenship to all American international adoptees, regardless of age, and will create a clear path to citizenship for adoptees who have been falsely deported for minor crimes, such as possessing a small amount of marijuana. This bill has bipartisan support, and the light at the end of the tunnel is so close. However, the issue right now is that the bill does not have as much awareness as it should, and it needs to be brought to the floor to be voted on. What can you do? Contact your local state senator. Let them know you'd like them to support citizenship for all adoptees, and that there is bipartisan support for this bill. Ask them to encourage Amy Klobuchar to bring this bill to the floor to vote in the Senate. Ask them to vote in favor of the Adoptee Citizenship Act of 2015. Furthermore, contact Amy Klobuchar's office and ask them to provide a detailed press release supporting this bill to bring greater awareness to it. So far, no substantial statement has been released. You can be a part of making sure adoptees are given the lives that they were promised. Adoptee activists have been working for over 25 years to get this loophole closed, and the end is in sight. Let's work together to ensure citizenship for all adoptees.